All right, good evening and welcome to this Yoga for Recovery, Resilience, and Realization. My name is Brian, and I'm delighted and honored to be here with you this evening. Today's practice is going to be a bit of breath work and meditation. So we're going to intersperse some breathing practices to get ourselves centered with a little bit of movement in order to open up different parts of the body and allow our energy to move a little bit, and then we'll come into a meditative state through a mantra repetition and breath. And we'll be about probably 30 minutes once we get started, and after our usual grounding and centering and intention setting. So it will be a seated practice today. So if you have, as always, support preceding action, you want to ensure that you have for yourself whatever support you need to be seated if you're not used to seating for that long period of time. And maybe have a chair, some blocks to put underneath your feet flat on the floor underneath the knees, some bolster to lift your hips above your knees so that your knees can be lower than the hips. And we will switch a little bit, and the movement will give us an opportunity to adjust as needed. So just do your best. Be aware of your own practice. Recognize that this is your practice. This is all suggestion, offer, and invitation from here. And that the only requirement actually for you is to be present and to breathe. So listen to the wisdom of your body, do what your body is suggesting to you to do, honor that wisdom, and allow yourself to follow that wisdom as you move into your contemplative practice of being with yourself in your space. So with that, let us start. Let us ground and land as we always do. So we come into support first, finding our supports by finding those parts of our body that are in contact with something, the floor, the chair, the seat, the cushion, the wall, whatever part of your body is touching something. Root into it, ground into it. Feel yourself grounded in this posture. Find a posture in which you feel supported and ground through whatever part of your body is touching. Imagine, if you will, that you could extend roots from those parts of your body that are in contact down into the earth, holding you. And having established your support, I invite you to lengthen through the side body, through the spine, through the crown. Tuck the chin slightly. Experiment feeling the back of the neck release until you feel the full length of the spine elongate and align from the base to the crown. And then staying lengthened, staying aligned, bring your awareness to your breath. Find the breath as it appears under the nostrils and follow the breath deep into the body cavity. So breathe into the bottom of the abdomen, down into the base of the spine, into the bottom of the pelvic bowl. Feel the full width of the body, of the torso at the bottom of the body. So front, back, and sides, a full 360 breath. And then exhale completely. Emptying and releasing all. And then notice the next inhale as it arrives, just when it is needed, and allow that breath, receive that breath, let that come all the way in. Note the subtle turnaround at the bottom of the inhale, and then full exhalation, releasing completely. Just finding your awareness tuned to your breath, beginning to breathe in and out. No stress, no strain, no exertion, just allowing yourself to be with your breath. Turning your awareness inward, giving yourself permission to have this next few minutes to yourself. Noticing your experience of breathing, knowing that you're breathing in when you're breathing in. Knowing that you're breathing out when you're breathing out. On your next inhale, I invite you to let your hands float to your heart space in a way that brings awareness to your heart space, attention to your heart space. And allow to arise in your heart space a sense of gratitude, any one thing for which you are grateful. Maybe just the possibility of gratitude. See it clearly in your mind's eye, and perhaps anchor your gratitude right there at your heart space. And then, having established support, come into the present moment and allow gratitude to rise. Finally, I'll invite you, before we start here, to set an intention for your practice. Perhaps a simple intention to just be right there at the beginning of each inhalation. But whatever your intention is, I invite you to state it to yourself. Hear yourself. State your intention in a clear and declarative voice as if it is already done. And then take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose, bow your chin toward your intentional and grateful heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention. Namaste. Now release the hands, lift the chin, adjust your posture as you need to find a supported seat. And we're going to begin by activating the breath, bringing ourselves awareness to our breath. So we bring mental awareness to the left nostril and we breathe in through the left. At the top of the inhale, we switch the awareness to the right nostril. We breathe out through the right. And we continue with that pattern, inhaling left and exhaling right. Now, if your practice involves the use of a hand mudra to physically block a nostril and support your alternate nostril breath, then feel free to do that. Here in Veterans Yoga Project, we teach mental awareness, but there is no rationale or reason why you cannot practice your practice in the privacy of your space. So if you have a hand mudra, you can use the hand mudra. You may see me do that at some point. Breathing in through the left, breathing out through the right. Just bringing ourselves here. Now you find your rhythm, you find your pace, you find your breath, and you find your practice today. So you may be breathing long, deep, and extended, or you may be breathing a little faster if you like to activate a little more. But whatever it is, the inhale and the exhale are equal. Volume, length, intensity. Body is still. The awareness is at the breath in the nostril. And your focus is at the brow point if your eyes are closed, or at the tip of the nose if the eyes are narrowed. Just be here and breathe in and out. In through the left, out through the right. Couple more here. On your next inhale, take a full inhale. Exhale, and then switch the pattern and reverse it. So now we're inhaling right and exhaling left. Again, your rhythm, your pace. Inhale through the right, exhale through the left. And again, awareness is on the breath in the nostrils. Focus at the brow point. Be present with yourself. This is you coming into your own practice, being in your own experience and field of awareness, turning yourself internal, building from the inside, finding ourselves here, anchored in gratitude, strong in our intention, steady in our practice. Few more here. On your next inhale, take a full inhalation. Exhale. Allow your breath to resolve itself. Now we're going to breathe in and out through both nostrils. We're going to do a little bit of frontal brain cleansing here. So the Bastrika effect, using the diaphragm to pull back and down on the exhale, releasing the diaphragm on the inhale to allow the belly to fill. Now, if you are pregnant or on your menstrual cycle, just do long, deep breaths in and out through both nostrils. Otherwise, add a little diaphragmatic action for a Bastrika effect. Full inhale and begin. If you like, you bring your hands to your abdomen and you'll feel that abdomen rise to fill the hands and palms on the inhale. And as the diaphragm pulls back and down on the exhale, you'll feel that belly move, that little pumping action as if you are a bellows, pumping the bellows to feed the flame of the forge in which you are laboring here. Very focused, very still, very present. Awareness on the breath in the nostrils. Focus on eyes closed, focused at the brow point, or eyes narrowed to stay present. Just focus on something not moving beyond the tip of the nose. And again, find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Being here. Fully present with yourself. Few more here. On your next inhale, take a full inhalation. Retain this breath gently while lifting at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin slightly, feel all of that energy coming center and up the spine. Just being present with yourself. When you need to and are ready to, exhale, release. Come seated very still. Allow the breath to settle and just notice what has shifted for you. Notice where you are, what has changed. A little breath work to bring us present, to get us here. Just being with ourselves. Notice how the little bit of utilization of our first and primary tool, the breath, can make a big change in our mind state. Now we're going to move the body a little bit to move that energy around in the torso. We're going to start at the abdomen. And so hands on the knees. As you inhale, rotate the torso forward, either direction, doesn't matter. We're going to go both ways. And as you exhale, rotate back. So you're just kind of rotating the torso. You're rotating the spine in the fixed hip girdle. So you're seated. The hips are rooted and grounded down. And the torso is just moving. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath. So you may be making narrower or wider. Just moving with the breath. We're learning how to move with breath here. And this simple movement, only thing moving is the torso. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Just feeling how that, one of my first teachers called this butter asana. Reminded her of the butter churns from the prairie days in America. Just feel that broom handle stick rolling around in that barrel of a torso. This is what we're doing here. Just moving, inhaling forward, exhaling back. And then switch directions and go in the opposite direction, whichever way you were going. Just reverse that. Still inhaling forward, exhaling back. This is called butter asana or stomach grind, and just moving the spine against the hips. Rotating around, loosening up, feeling the body beginning to move that energy around the torso. A few more here. Come back to center. Inhale fully. Gently retain this breath while gently lifting at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bone, at the heart. Again, relax the shoulders, tuck the chin. Feel that everything lifting up, bringing that energy up toward the heart. And when you're ready, go ahead and exhale. Come back to stillness. Be very still. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. One more. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Our next movement is going to begin our seated cow-cat. So hands will come to the shins if you're seated cross-legged, or to the knees if you're seated in a chair. And on the inhale, you rock forward on the sits bones, the pelvic bone, the base of the pelvic bone. So you're rocking the lower spine forward. So imagine yourself in your lumbar spine, your lower spine, just above the buttocks. And you're bringing that portion of the spine forward, which will bring the chest forward, the heart forward. And then on the exhale, we're rounding. Chin will drop toward the chest. Sits bones will roll under. And then we're just doing your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Again. So move with your breath. As long and slow a movement as your breath is. Maybe a little faster. It depends on your body. Listen to your body. Give it what it needs. It'll ask for what it needs. And then allow yourself to move into what your body needs. Let the wisdom of your body guide you in this practice today. Simple, beautiful practice for being present and grateful, steady, and intentional, feeling into our practice here. Base of the spine, focus there. And then move your hands out to your knee if you're seated cross-legged, and begin to feel that movement move up a little bit into the middle of the spine. So maybe you feel the heart come a little bit further forward, the chest expand a little more. Maybe you feel that arching of the spine become a little deeper, that rounding of the spine. Maybe your pace changes because now you're getting a little more of the spine involved, maybe not. Just breathing here. On your next inhale, take a full inhalation. Lengthen, get long, retain this breath gently. Again, lifting now at the base. So squeeze up from the base of the spine, from the lower pelvic bowl, from the heart, while relaxing the shoulders and the chin, feeling all of that lifting to the heart area. Maybe even up above the heart into the throat, and maybe even to the breath. Mostly feeling the lifting into the center of the body cavity. And then exhale, release. 3 breaths here, full inhale. Complete exhale. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Now we're going to twist those. So take the arms out from the shoulders, fold the arms, and bring the four fingers in front of the shoulder. Hook the thumb slightly behind. So lock the torso in a long and elongated place. And then we're just going to simply inhale left and exhale right. Again, moving with the breath, aligning movement with breath. So inhale left, exhale right. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. And don't overdo it here. We're just simple twisting of the body. I like to think I'm leading with my elbows because that keeps my arms up level with the shoulders. But you'll find what works for you. Now notice the head is just moving with the spine. We're not adding anything in the neck. So the neck is neutral. The torso is twisting, right? So inhale left, exhale right. Just stay with this. Full inhale, complete exhale. Opening through the shoulder girdle, up through the chest, feeling the heart come forward. On your next inhalation, coming back to center, inhale fully. Hold that breath gently, retain that breath. And again, lift at the base of the spine, pelvic bowl, the heart. Maybe feeling that energy coming up into the center of the shoulder blades now, maybe into the heart space deeply. Notice for yourself what you feel, where you are. When you are ready, exhale, release the hands to the knee. 3 breaths, full inhale. Complete exhale. Finding yourself settling here. Notice your experience as you settle into your breath here. One last breath, full inhalation. Complete exhale. Now we're going to move one last movement here. And that is to bring the shoulders up toward the ears on the inhale. And on the exhale, drop. So the head is still. Now, the tendency here is to scrunch the neck. So let's try not to do that. So stay long through the spine. Take a moment to support yourself in the long, grounded spine. So ground down, lengthen through the spine. Feel that alignment. Bring your hands to the knees or maybe to the thighs. And then inhale and exhale. Shoulders come up on the inhale, drop on the exhale. And again, you find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. And again, your practice. So move with your breath. Just feeling yourself lifting the shoulders on the inhale and dropping them on the exhale. And you may be moving a little quicker or a little slower than me. That's fine. You're in your practice, in the privacy of your space, feeling into your own experience, listening to the wisdom of your body and feeling your body respond. A few more here. On your next inhale, inhale up, gently retain while lifting at the base. Squeeze at the base of the spine and bring the sits bones toward each other. Lift the pelvic bowl, lift the heart. Stay long in the spine. Now the shoulders are up to the ears, but you can still relax the shoulders, affect, tuck the slant chin so that you feel that full alignment of the spine. Just be here. And then exhale, release. Hands to the knees, 3 breaths, full inhale. Complete exhale. Allow yourself to settle into yourself. Full inhale. Complete exhale. And then take a moment if you need to or want to readjust your posture, maybe change the cross of your legs, maybe reestablish your support. Maybe if you're in your chair, you use your blocks underneath your feet. We're going to come into our breath of light with a mantra. So the breath of light is an 8-part inhale. We break the inhale into 8 separate parts. So imagine 1/8 at a time. I like to think of breathing up the back of the spine. You don't have to do it that way. We're just going to take 8 equal parts to inhale fully. Pause at the top, and then a full exhale. We're breathing in and out through the nostrils. Inhaling, and think of yourself as inhaling light. I like to think of walking up the back of the spine, inhaling root, sacrum, navel, heart, throat, brow, crown, full. Pause. And then breathing down the front of the body, let all that light come out. And there's streams of light down the nostrils, down the front of the body. Emptying completely, an extended exhale breath. So that is our pattern. As you're inhaling, if you choose, you can add a mantra of your own choice. I'm going to use so hum, so, just an expression of the infinite. And then hum, which is an expression that roughly translated means I am that. The infinite, I am that. You can use whatever mantra or not. You can just count your breaths. It doesn't matter. We're just going to be here for a while. So align yourself into stillness, ground down, lengthen and align. Come very still. Turn your attention inward. Anchor at that gratitude and intention in your heart space and begin your practice. Inhale. 8-part. With a pause. And a long, continuous, extended exhale. Inhaling, if you like, inhaling light, filling yourself with light from the base to the crown, pausing to feel that full enlightened self. And then a long, continuous, extended exhale, dispensing the light, fill your environment around you. Just continue. And we're going to be here for a bit. So establish your rhythm, establish your pattern, establish your mantra if you're using one. Be fully present with yourself here. Turn your attention inward. Be in your breath. Notice your own experience, your own tendencies. Notice your tendency. Perhaps you notice your mind likes to wander away. Maybe it wanders into well-worn grooves. Just be aware of you. Notice that it's okay. Just notice. It is the tendency of the mind to wander. Why the use of a mantra can be so helpful. Allows us to focus back. A count can be a mantra. Finding the pattern and just being in the pattern of the breath. Ultimately, just being aware that you're breathing in when you're breathing in, and that you're breathing out when you're breathing out. Just sitting and being with your breath. Noticing what it's like to be sitting and being with your breath. Still. Awareness on the breath and the mantra. Focus at the brow point or the tip of the nose. Let your next iteration, your next repetition, Be the one that you release on the exhale. As you exhale, release the mantra, release the pattern. Just allow everything to come to stillness. Release any shaping of the breath. Release any analysis. Just allow yourself to be. Be in stillness here. If you choose to, you come to your mat. Lie down on your back. You choose to remain seated, just be still. You choose to lie down on your back. Let your toes fall open. Take your heels as wide as is comfortable for you. Your palms by your hips, palms up. Lengthen through the crown. Pull down on the side rib as if you could feel the entirety of your spine and just let go. Whether you're seated or lying on your back, ensure that you have any additional support that you may want for this last portion, our guided rest. Just being, allowing yourself to be, letting everything integrate. Observing the stillness, possibility of stillness perhaps within, perhaps merging with the stillness without. Just letting go, allowing rest. Take notice of your entirety of your experience. Notice if and where you might have any tension, any tightness, any constriction or contraction. And just actively soften around that. Breathe into that area. Allow yourself to be. Whether you're seated or lying down, take a moment now to check back into your heart space. Check on your gratitude that is anchored there, perhaps. Check on your intention that is anchored there. If you can, expand your awareness out, as if you could move out from the heart to above the crown of the head. And from a place just above the crown of your head, witness the entirety of yourself on your mat, in your space. See yourself fully resting in your space. And I invite you again to allow to arise gratitude, a sense of gratitude, maybe the possibility of gratitude, maybe the gratitude that you arose earlier is still anchored, maybe something else comes forth. But whatever comes forth when gratitude is called for, whatever comes forth when you allow gratitude to arise, see that. And as you witness yourself resting in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you can, as long as you like. And when you do rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.